Hey guys, this isn't necessarily a stitching clip, but y'all love Buster, so you'll love this. Look at this weirdo. I ran home to grab some lunch, and he immediately took up in my lap. Well, I brought lunch, so I have a cup from McDonald's. Buster loves McDonald's cups. Oh, you big weirdo. You beautiful weirdo. Does anyone else's cat do this? Like he's obsessed. Like he knows. Oh, who's mommy's little weirdo? Who's mommy's little weirdo? Yeah, you are. Mm-hmm. Hear that thunder, buddy? It's raining. And then Dharma is just watching her weirdo brother from under the coffee table. Yeah, he's a weirdo, isn't he? Anyway, I'll be back later once I'm home from work for good and show you guys my stitching progress that I'm making on Native Maiden. But until then, we gots to go, don't we, Buster? Mama's got to go back to work and keep you in treats and McDonald's cups. Bye, guys. Good morning, guys. This will be my first real clip of the 4th Stitch Mania vlog that I'm putting together. It's the morning of May 31st. Before I leave for work, and I want to catch you up on some stuff. First off, I have the piece that I have been working on the past 2 days, yesterday and the day before. It's what I was starting at the end of my last vlog, and that's Native Maiden by Joan Elliott. Chart there. I'm not doing this on the kit fabric or honestly with the kit threads. I just bought the kit because it was super cheap on eBay, and I am just using the chart. Now on this piece, this chart is available in a book that you can still find called Native American Artwork or Native American something. If you search it, you can usually find that book on Amazon Marketplace or something like that. Now, the problem with using the chart from there, I've been told, is there's an error in the Native Maiden chart. There's a line missing, where the book comes together. Joan Elliott, I've heard, will send it to you if you ask her a correction to that error. But when you buy the kit, it is correct. So this is the kit from DesignWorks that I had bought on eBay. This is where I got so far. Just working on the darkest color red in her skirt. This is a needle minder that the lovely Letitia had given me. Thank you so much, dear. It works fabulously with this project. So there's that. I'm going to take that out of the Q-snaps and move on to something else. And that something else is going to be Dragons of Simatra. I thought about this chart a lot lately. A lot. So this is the chart. It's charted for, let's see, Gloriana silk thread and poinsettia on 36 count ancient by Picture This Plus. I am planning to do it on the same color fabric I'm doing my big blue ship. which is a 36 count picture this plus Cyprium. And it will fit on a 36 count fat quarter. It's tight, but it's going to fit. I'm going to have to refigure my margins. And honestly, because it's going to be a little tight, I may start this in the center. I haven't decided yet. Or I may find the center and then count out, which might take me a while, but I'll be sure that I'm in the correct spot starting. So that, and this is where I've been having, okay, all right, this is the problem, trying to find where this bag starts, where the hole is. This is the problem. This thread. Trying to decide if this is what I want. And I think it is. Because it's very fiery. But after the debacle with the antique Celtic sampler, where the silk thread wasn't quite what I wanted. See, there's a piece of it on there. But I bought this specifically for this, so I'm gonna try it. Oh, and it's so soft, guys. This is the Silks for You, Hank. It's really nice. It's really nice. So that's what I'm starting today. Guys, I've lost my mind. Y'all know this. So, you know I extended Mania because I added Golden Gate Avenue. And that's the piece that I'm going to start after this. I also, where'd it go? Don't mind me. Shuffling through charts. There's also, and I know Michelle Arcosia mentioned this in her video already. A while ago, gosh, I'm really hot. They strip in my video. Oh. She mentioned that a while ago, someone had mentioned on Stitch Maynia about doing a stitch along starting June 10th because it is going to be, I believe, the 325th anniversary of the Salem witch trials and the hangings and pressings and all the various ways that people were unjustly killed in Salem, Massachusetts in the 1600s. And not really a celebration of that, but more of in remembrance and memory of that, we would all stitch a piece in regards to that. Dharma. I know. It's okay. It's like having kids. Initially, it was suggested that we all do this one particular piece from Not Forgotten Farm. And then a couple of us were like, well, I have a different piece in my stash or this or that. And so any Salem piece, and there are a lot of them. Yes, honey, come here. So any Salem piece, and there are a lot of them. If you want to start with this on June 10th. Now, this may go up after June 10th. I recognize that, but maybe not. Maybe I'll get it up before then. So pull something out of your stash, jump in with us. If you start a little later than that, it's cool. I am planning right now on starting this piece because it's a smaller piece and I don't know why, I just really like it. This is Little House Needleworks, Exodus 2016. And it says Salem 1692, and then it has the verse on it, thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Now, I wouldn't be Emily if I weren't going to adjust this chart. It's a little cutesy. And that's how Little House Needleworks rocks and rolls. I totally get that. That's cool. But for me, I'm going to have to take out this heart and that heart. And I might kind of rework the very center. Everything else I'm completely in love with. I think that these houses and the tombstones and their color choices are spot on. So this is what I plan on starting on June 10th. So that means that I added a start June 2nd and I added a start June 10th. Well, why wouldn't I just fill in the time between with starts too? So I have now added on starts for the 4th, the 6th, and the 8th. Because I've lost my mind. One of the ones that I have added, I believe I've talked Michelle or Cozy Egg into starting with me. Because we're both crazy. I already have the fabric. It's not the exact color I want. I haven't decided. I might over dye it. I might leave it how it is. I have a gigantic piece of Picture This Plus 36 count mellow that I bought from 123 Stitch once when it was marked for like the price of a fat half. I snatched it up because I was like, it's a freaking whole yard of fabric for like 49 bucks or whatever. It was around that price, whatever I paid for it. It's like, yeah, rock and roll. So I'm starting this. See this book? I'm doing it. Oops. Sorry. It's huge. I'm starting Dutch Beauty. Nicole, kind of your fault. Not entirely, because I had my eye on this one before I watched all of your videos, but my need to start an antique sampler is kind of your fault. And you know me, go big or go home, right? So I'm definitely starting this one. And it's charted for DMC, which is another reason why this is an easy one for me to just start. I may throw in some hand dyes here and there for the bigger pieces, like when I get to the swan or her skirt or anything where there's a large area of color that I think that it would really add interest. Yet again, it's how I rock and roll. If you have never seen this completed, I need for you to pause my video. Okay? Well, not yet. Let me finish telling you what to do, and then you pause my video and go do it. Go and Google this piece. Dutch Beauty Sampler. What's going to come up is a lot of images where different people have stitched it. In particular, there's going to be some links to the Plum Street Samplers blog where Paulette Stewart stitched this. So that you can truly appreciate the size of this piece, go there. Dharma! There's nothing in that closet, honey, except for like the air conditioner and the vacuum cleaner. That's all that's in there. I know. You think there's something magical and mystical in there, but there's really not. Go look at where Paulette stitched it. Not only does she have it beautifully framed and hanging in her bedroom, she has it hung above their king-size bed, so you can really appreciate how big this is. Pause me and go. Right? So now you all want to stitch this and join me in my insane venture. This will be, as Stephanie Lindy House Stitches calls it, I see this as being my nursing home project. I will still be working on this in the nursing home, but that's cool. That's all right. Hold on. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, because they have them lettered instead of numbered, the pages. 21 pages of chart. There are a few other starts that I'm going to add in let's see, 2 more. One, I believe, is going to be A New World by Barbara Anna. The other one I haven't settled on yet. It may be one of the new charts that I have coming in. I don't know. It's going to have to be something that I have the stash to start, because I'm not really buying anything to do it. So we're going to figure that out. I'll tell you guys as this vlog goes on how it's going to end up. But for now, I am going to drink my coffee, and I'm going to get started on Dragons of Simatra, and then I'm going to work. Bye, guys. Hey guys, so I was trying to go into work late today because I worked late last night. So I was trying to just kind of sit here and enjoy my coffee and maybe get a project started. Well, I've been on the internet is what I've been doing. And of course my phone rings because people think I'm at work and it's ringing and ringing. So I've been doing that. Might as well be clocked in. I want to show you before I take this off the Q-Snap where I am on Dragons of Simatra. I didn't get a lot done. I worked a lot yesterday. So I got a decent amount of progress the first day, but not really yesterday. You can see, put it here so the window's not behind it. Okay, the window's still behind it. So that's what I got. That's what we're looking at. This is that Hank from Silks For You. So I really like how it's turning out. I was really concerned about that thread, but it looks really nice, I think. And I think that it's subtle, but it pops just enough on this fabric. So I'm going to take this off the Q-Snap, and Golden Gate Avenue was going on. My hand's shaking. This is one that Michelle Garrett, Bendy Stitchy, is doing, and I saw hers, had never seen this before, fell in love with it, immediately tracked it down, and bought it. It's not the kit what I got, it's just the chart. I'm doing it on this kind of lavendery, bluey Wexford linen that I love. And some of these colors, I'm going to use my DMC guide and like darken them up a notch or two. Just because that's how I roll, y'all. We know this. The middle house may stay the same, though. I really love how that middle house looks. I may change the color of the door. Maybe do something about those pink flowers. So I'm starting this today. I'm just going to get a few stitches in probably before I do go to work. And then my mom is coming tonight. Jim is out of town. He's in Baltimore with his dad and his brother. They try to do a guys trip every year. That's better. They try to do a guys trip every year, and they book some kind of sports show, some kind of sporting event. And they go to that, and then they wander around some city they've never been in before and do fun things. So they're in Baltimore. I know Letitia has helped them out with like recommendations of stuff, so thanks, Letitia. He won't be home till later this weekend. So Mom's coming. Not because in any way I'm scared to be alone. I've lived by myself for years, but we thought it would be nice for us to just spend some mother-daughter time, just the two of us, like slumber party kind of stuff. So I'm actually really excited about that. Maybe I'll film some with her. So I don't know, what I'm getting to is I don't know how much stitching progress I will get, because she and I will be doing stuff together unless she brings something to work on, crafty related. But I have a couple of kind of crafty projects for us to do while she's here, so that'll be fun too. And I'll show you guys those. But that's it. I'm going to try to get some stitches in. I'll talk to you guys later. I did not hit stop. Hey Flosstube. It is Sunday, June 4th, and I'm super casual today. My mom has been here since Friday evening, and she just went home a little bit ago. I ended up not filming anything with her. I was going to try, and we just did our thing. We went out to dinner and lunch and went shopping and antiquing, or junking, as some of y'all call it. Let's see. I surprised myself. I didn't buy anything at any of the antique stores. I saw a lot of things that I really would like, but I tend to have expensive taste. And bigger items are what I'm drawn to, and I don't have room for anything right now. So nothing was picked up. My mom bought some really cool paintings at like a steal. Or maybe they were like faux paintings. We're not sure, but they were canvas. They looked like paintings, but I don't think they were. They were really cool. Let's see. Seems like there's so much more I wanted to tell you guys, but we redid the grave floral arrangement for my dad's grave. I had brought that home where it had been in Mom's garage from last year, and I had bought a bunch of new flowers for it, and we did that together yesterday. So she took it home with her, but I took a picture, so I'll insert a picture of that here. So I think that turned out really well. One of the hard things to me about doing floral arrangements for men is trying to make that floral arrangement have a masculinity to it, and hopefully that was accomplished. I started actually, because guys, it's June, but I'm still manic. I'm still doing my mania. And I, like a crazy person, am still every other day starting, and my last start is going to be June 12th. And I'm going to share those with you as I do them, just for some fun surprises. So I started Golden Gate Avenue day before yesterday on Friday. And this is how far I got. I actually got a good bit done. I'm working on that center house, as you can see. I'm doing it on a solo dye Wexford linen. It's kind of a purpley blue. So I'm hoping it'll give a fun background to it. We'll see. So this is going to get put away today. I wanted to get enough done where you could tell what it was. Like that's one reason I every other day start. I want to know the blob that I'm looking at when I come back to it. This is like my dream house, guys. I know I've mentioned this before. That center house, yeah. Pretty great. So that's getting put away. The start for today, I know I mentioned before that, oh, you like my labyrinth shirt? Jim got that for me. He's awesome. Oh, he comes back from Baltimore today, so I'm excited about that too. But rolling back, I know I mentioned that I currently kind of have an obsession with the reproduction or reproduction style samplers. So I decided that if I'm hoarding all of these at this point, I should really start the first one I ever bought, which I bought last year at Needleworker's Delight out of a clearance bin up in New Jersey when we went up there. So today I'm going to start Sarah Parr 1825. Jim picked this one out and brought it to me, and he was like, I found this in the clearance bin. It looked like something you would like. And he was absolutely correct. The only thing in this sampler that I'll think I'll change outside of the colors, and this one actually encourages that. Hold on. Well, I'll just show you the back. There's an area where it lists like the different ones so you can do it like theirs, and then there's an area for you to fill in your choices of thread. Yeah. Says that this was reproduced by Sandra Murray. Sandra Murray, you know my heart, girl. You're giving me You're giving me room to write in what colors I want to do. The only thing that I think I'll change, besides the colors though, there are these little cherubs in here. These little fat cherubs. I'm not feeling them. I'll feel something else in there. Like maybe I'll reproduce one of these pots or something and bring it down here, and I'll do something. But I love all of the flowers on this. I love, these look like moths to me. You know, I love me a good moth. And the stags, it's just fantastic. So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to start it on this piece of doubloon that I have, which I think is just going to kind of be perfect for this piece. This is 325 by 325 stitches square. So this fat half is going to be a little large, but it's okay. I'll position it towards the top and I won't cut it because I've learned my lesson by doing that. With cutting it close at the bottom, and I will, if I have something left over once I finally finish it, I'll do a small on it. I love this chart though. I was looking through it this morning while I was drinking some coffee, which I'm still enjoying. And let me read you the verse on here first. It says, "They're only great whom no base motive rules, who owe no glory to the breath of fools. Good without pride, though humble, yet not mean. In danger fearless, and in death serene." I think that's beautiful. But I love this chart because there's all of this history, as I try not to show you the chart. They don't know a whole lot about this sampler, but they're showing you all of these pictures of the original, front and back. And part of this, it talks about Sarah Parr, when she worked the sampler, would have been stitching for at least 6 years. See photo 3, and the photo 3 is the back of it, and it shows us how neat the back is. And it says, Sarah would not have looked at the back of the sampler as she was an experienced needlewoman and knew that the back would take care of itself and to be neat because of her working method. Today we obsess too much about our neat sampler backs, so please stitch this sampler and enjoy the contents of the front design. That's so true. Sometimes we worry way too much about stuff like that. Just, if you're an experienced needleworker, which we are, just enjoy it. Just enjoy stitching. It's absolutely correct. This is so right. But on each page there's like a detailed photo of the original, and there are these stitching notes. And when I say stitching notes, like here, because you'll notice across the top here, it's an odd detail. There are these little creatures in between all the trees, and they kind of look like lions. And it says, "Little golden lions or dogs running under the trees, question mark. This young lady would not have seen a lion, only drawings." It's just neat little notes like that throughout the sampler in this chart. So this is going to be a lot of fun. So this is what I'm starting today, guys. Put this to the side. I have a lot of haul, but I'm not going to show that yet. I'm just going to kind of tease you with it. If you like samplers, you're going to love this, because I still have a few coming in. But I'm done for now. I'm done. One of these you'll probably see, because I think I'm going to start it. And it's this one. So once I start this, you'll see it. I also got a gift in the mail. And I just, real quick, anybody that sends me a gift, let me know if you don't want me to say your name, because I will. Like, a lot of people err on the side of caution, and I err on the side of giving credit and wanting to brag about how sweet people are. So if you send me something and you don't want me to mention it, make sure you let me know, because I will sure enough mention it. I'm pausing this for just 1 second. I'm back. I had to look up this person's Instagram name because it just flew out of my head. This came from Claire. We know her as Crafty Creative Claire on Instagram. Very, very sweet. She's from the UK. She contacted me after my last video where I talked about that I liked swallow tattoos, even though they were kind of, you see them everywhere. And she said that she had gotten this kit with one of her magazines, and she really wanted to send it to me because she thought I would enjoy it more than her. She had saved it, but so she sent me this. How cute is that? I love it. I think Jim will really like this one. He hasn't seen it yet. And she sent me a sweet little note and the chart, which came separate. And then there's, I don't know if she realizes it, she sent me another little chart too, which I'm kind of excited about, which is a home sweet home chart. And it's just the chart where I would show you. It's really cute. It's really cute. Thank you, Claire. You're the sweetest, sweetest. And I also saw Claire post on Facebook today, because we're friends on there, that she is okay. Because she, I guess, lives in the area where the London attacks had happened. I don't even like to watch the news anymore. So for all of you that live over there, my heart goes out to you. Hopefully everyone is safe. And that's all I'll say about that. We'll move on and talk about happier things some more. More stitching. I'll show you my coffee cup. That's happy. I got this yesterday when my mom and I were shopping. Cat hair, both a condiment and a fashion accessory. I found it at TJ Maxx for just a couple of dollars. I love their coffee cups because, well, this one's huge and they're cheap. So that's great. Buster's right here, demanding attention. So I'll pick him up. Say hello, buddy. You don't look very happy. Well, Dharma is probably hiding upstairs. Another thing that I mentioned before was that she was having an allergic reaction to her vaccine that she had at this point 2 weeks ago. It caused like these little blisters all over her head and her neck. And at this point, they're trying to heal, so they're kind of scabby. This is probably gross. I'm grossing you guys out. So they're itchy. So she's scratching herself until it's raw. And like this morning, I tried to give her some Benadryl. That resulted in that. I'm just going to have to wrap her in a towel, and I'll probably go to the pharmacy in a little bit. I thought I had syringes where I could give it to her, but apparently, if I have them, I have no idea where I stuck them. Do you guys do that? Like, you're like, I'm going to put this somewhere safe. Dude, who knows where I stuck those syringes? There's probably a couple of other places that I could check before I go and buy some. But that would make her a much happier person. And if she quits scratching, she's less likely to injure the skin, and which could result in an infection that she doesn't need. And that I don't need. So, done with cat talk. Jim will be home later today. I need to clean my house some. I need to do some laundry. But Mom's been here all weekend. So I'm just going to stitch for a while. That's what's going to happen. I made today, and if it doesn't happen today, it's going to happen later this week. I have another start that I'm going to do on the very last day of Mania. And I want to show you the fabric that I have. Hold that thought. I think it's in here. I keep my fabric in these acid-free Yeah, here we go. Here's a piece. I keep my fabric in these acid-free photo boxes. Someone had asked me, and I'm trying to remember the things that people have asked me to show. It's been a while ago. Somebody asked me to show what color Picture This Plus Mellow is. It is this color. It's very much kind of a pale butter yellow mottled. So think pale butter yellow. It's other than, it's not like a brownish neutral. It's a pale yellow mottled. I like it, but I tend to like browner things. And I feel like this is going to be a crime to say this, but I'm thinking about over dyeing the mellow for this one piece because I need a really large piece of fabric for this one piece, and the only piece that I have that large, I have in mellow. And I bought this large piece of mellow because I found it on sale once at a price that was more what half of something this size would have been. So I bought it. I'm thinking about over dyeing it with Michelle Rudy's method. That may happen today. I bought some red dye. We'll see. I'm gonna like test it on a corner of a piece first. So maybe I won't cry if I don't like it. I think that's it. I think we're caught up. I will show you how the sampler goes either later today or tomorrow. It's going to be a really stressful work week for me because one of my coworkers is in Africa on a trip helping for like an orphan aid trip. So she left yesterday. Super, super proud of her. My other coworker is on her honeymoon. So as far as people with my job title this week, this chick is it. So the next time you see me, if I'm sucking my thumb, that's what's going on. So anyway, talk to you guys later. Happy stitching. It's raining cats and dogs. Puddle outside my window. But a good day to be getting stuff done in the office. Show you some progress when I get home. Hey guys, it is June the 6th and I'm home from work for the day. It's another new start, but I'll show you what I worked on for the past couple of days. I told you that I was going to start this chart, which is the Sarah Parr 1825 North England Sampler. I will show you how far I got on that. Did a little bit of color changing on this. The color that you can see now is a cream. That is 3033. That was originally a like antique purple. I want to like purple more than I do. I like it like to wear, but not in my stitching. And it just didn't feel historically accurate. So even though I'm changing colors, like purple didn't feel right. Here's Dharma. Yes. Hey, sweet girl. At this point, she's still healing. And where she scabbed over on her neck, she scratched at the scab until now she pretty much doesn't have any hair on her neck. Freaks Jim out. But she's fine. She's healing. No, whatever you're doing, don't do it. Sorry, paying attention to her and not where the camera's pointing. Who's my sweet girl? Oh, your neck still feels bad. Ugh. I won't show you guys what that looks like. It doesn't look infected, it's just healing. She seems like a happy kitty, don't you? Are you happy? What is on your face? Breakfast. Breakfast is on her face. Gross, Dharma. Okay, so that's how far I got on this, as it's horribly backlit. What I'm going to start today is Barbara Anna Designs, A New World. I'm going to start with part 1. I think that I'm just going to do parts 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm not a big fan of part 5, but I'm going to do them all on this piece of blue spruce, which is actually the called for fabric for part 4. And I like the way that part 4 looks on it so much, I really want to stitch them all on that. So, doing all of them on blue spruce. There's enough room on this where when I get to part 5, if I decide that I want to do it, I can. Oh gosh, her neck. It's just, there's just no hair right there. No pumpkin. Sweet baby. So I'm going to get started on that. I really need to dye some fabric. I hear the train. Maybe I'll dye some fabric tonight too. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Hoothead, you're being adorable. Tell everybody bye. Bye. Alright guys, I'm going to attempt to over dye some fabric using Michelle's method, Farm Girl. I had bought this thinking it was a burnt orange, and it's not showing up true here. This is looking more yellow than it really is. Someone's phone is making an alarm, sorry. It's really Pepto-Bismol pink, and this is a little bit less Pepto-Bismol pink. So we're going to see what we can do with that. I'll show you an after. Okay guys, ignore my kitchen. This is for my super secret Last of Mania project. That is the Rit dye. This is a yard of linen. It was this color, which is PTP Mellow. This is the linen that I got on super sale. So I bought the whole yard of it, and now I have the project for it. But this pale butter yellow that this is, get it in that light, is not what I wanted for this project. So this is just tan to about that consistency. And it looks like it's gonna have some okay modeling in it, just how it is from where it was dyed before, which I think is pretty awesome. You can see some of it in there, or maybe that happened when I dyed it because I had it all wadded up in this little tiny bowl. But anyway, I have the other fabric in the dryer, so this is gonna go in the dryer next. And we'll see how it looks. Worst case scenario, if I don't feel it's modeled enough, I will mix that a little darker. Maybe put some of that dark brown in the sink in this. Hope I'm not making you guys sick. And wad this up in there the way Michelle did and drizzle just a little here and there and see what happens. But I'll let y'all know. This is the after of the horrible Pepto-Bismol pink fabric. Okay, I ended up dyeing this twice, guys, because the first time it still looked kind of pink. And it still has kind of a purpley pink tone to it, but I like this so much better. This is Wexford linen, and one of the reasons that I like Wexford so much is, if I can get an angle, it's a blend, and you can see how some of the fibers dye darker than others. I love that. So I ended up dyeing it again with just the dark brown. Like, I mixed it up dark. And like, the dark brown really wants to be purple. And on top of that, the base was pink. But I really think this is going to work for what I'm going to put on it. So I'm going to start that in a couple of days. This is still a little damp, a little moist, because I don't want to put too much heat on it. In fact, you can see my yard over there, still pretty moist, drying in the window on the back of the chair. So this is going to go over the back of another chair and continue drying, because this I'm actually going to start in like a day or so. So it's got to get dry and it has to get ironed. All right, that's it. Hey guys, it's June 10th. We're going to spy on the gardener. Working hard. I offered to help. He says he's fine. He's taking up all the old mulch so that we can remulch. Okay. Buster. Hey, buddy. Yeah. If you saw my Stitch Mania post, I'm having some issues with my hand that I hold my Q-snap with. So I bought this today. You can see the box there. I haven't tried stitching with it yet. It's a little awkward, but I guess that's the point. Keeps you stabilized. You want to say hello? Say hello, buddy. Oh, you need to wash your face. Dirty boy. Okay. Let me turn this around. Much better. Let's see. I've already put away the one piece that I was working on, and now I'm working on so many pieces I even forgot what it was. I'll insert pictures here. I'm not even sure what I'm inserting pictures of, but I worked on whatever that was for 2 days. It's been a crazy week, guys. And then for 2 days, I worked on this with all of its glare. 9 Blackbirds by Lottie Da. And I got a decent amount of border work done. That used to be Pepto-Bismol pink fabric. It still has a pink hue to it, but it's more brownish. And today is the start of the Salem Stitch Along, where I'm going to be doing Exodus 2016 by Little House Needleworks. I showed this before. I'm going to start this today. I had ordered a couple of pieces of fabric from 123 Stitch to do it on. One, I knew what I was getting. This is a piece of Pictureless Plus Shale. This is what I'm doing Autumn on Lazy Bear Mountain on. It's a fun brownish, purpley-ish fabric. And then I ordered a piece that I've never stitched on before of PTP Dawn. My understanding was that Dawn was going to be a lighter gray. I am not unconvinced that they did not send me PTP Dusk, because this looks just like the piece of PTP Dusk that I have. I mean, identical. I think they messed up. whatever, I'll keep it. It's just a 13 by 17 piece. Says Dawn. I don't think this is Dawn. Has anyone stitched on Dawn? Do you have a piece that you can show me or tell me if it looks dramatically different from Dusk? I'm pretty sure that's mislabeled. So I don't think, Dharma, calm down, honey. I'm dropping everything. I don't think I'm going to be doing this on Dusk. I think that's too dark. I'm probably going to do it on this piece of shale, but I'm going to dig through my stash and we'll see. In fact, why don't we do that together? This will be fun. Just gonna set up how I record with you guys here. Pull my table over here. Isn't this fun? It's not fun. I'm sure it's not fun. I need my block of wood. Just walking around my living room with you guys. Put you down there. Let me go get my fabrics. Scoot all this stuff over. Let's see what we've got. Let's not have the hot light in the picture. I have this leftover piece of Wexford. Oh, that's like the same size. Yeah, dude, that may work. We'll leave that out. What else we got? I have this murky Lugana. That could work too. What are you? No, not gingerbread. There's too many browns that are the same shade in there. Put you over there. Nope. I keep saving, Adele, this piece of feldspar that you gave me. Like, I haven't found anything that feels right with it yet, so it keeps getting tossed aside. One day there will be the perfect project. Nope. Same with these two. I keep not using them. This is a piece of kind of completely unsurged green. Let me put that over there. It might be. And this is just too funky. Too funky for this piece. It needs to go back in that bag because there is a pin in it. It's a piece of cauldron, which the name is appropriate, but not the coloring. Coloring's not right. Nope. Nope, too small. It's a jode one. I'm not feeling that. Box number 2. Let's see what's in it. No. 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 What are you? Oh, this is the other half of the piece I'm doing the Lizzie Borden on. But no. No, no. I don't think there's going to be anything in this box. No. I know you crinkle haters are hating every bit of this. You'll be fine. Okay, so that narrows it down to this grouping over here. I swept and mopped my house yesterday, and like my rug and floor looks so clean as I'm putting stuff down. It's so nice. So nice. Okay. Oops. Okay, I have the threads here. This is the threads for this and another project. Let's pull them all. Blackbird, brandy pears, bramblebush, German chocolate, kudzu, collards, caterpillars. I did not get mulled berries because I thought that color was ugly. Sable. I have mulberry. And then all of these are ones that I got for a different project. Putting that over there. Okay. These colors. And there's some DMC as well. I'm not so super worried about that. Looks really good on murky. Murky looks awesome. I know, I've got it all caved up in here where you guys can't really tell. I'm not really, the screen, I think it's too happy. And the grass is just not going to show on that. So, no. I know that I bought this shell specifically for this, but I'm just not feeling it. I think it's too light. I really wanted kind of a gray, which is what I thought that Dawn would be. It's really hard to find gray fabric. I'm going to bring you guys over here and show you what's in my lap. I hope you can see that. Debating between those two. I like them both. But I might be loving the murky more. We'll see what I decide. See y'all later. Hey guys. See Andrea in the background? Do you go by Andrea or Andrea? Because I am constantly messing that up with people, so I'm apologizing. So here's the thing. You're talking about the piece that is a give up, but it's not. I now on my spreadsheet, I have a tab called AGUs. Like I have a whip tab and an AGU tab. My AGU tab are my almost give ups. Because I can't bring myself to call them give ups. Like, I'm going to keep them and I might pull them back out one day, but probably not. Almost give ups. It's a thing. Good morning, Flosstube. It is June the 13th, and it is early before I'm going to work. I'm going to work in such a quick little bit that I already have my coffee in my to-go mug that the lovely Springfield Stitcher got for me. I love this cup so much. Thank you so much. Okay, that's still cooling. I just poured it in there. It's really hot. But I want to try to get this video, my last Mania video, uploaded today. I'm feeling very low. Let's see if we can adjust this. That's better. Okay, so I'm trying to get my last Mania video uploaded at some point today, this evening. So I wanted to go ahead and film the very last bit of it. I started my last Mania start, or Juneia, whatever you want to call it. You guys know I went a little insane and spread the starts well into June. But I'll start with the final progress on the couple of days that I spent on the Salem Sal during that. So you guys know I did Exodus, or started Exodus 2016 from Little House Needleworks. And this is how far I got. These are the called for threads, except for this brown. The brown that I got, I don't even remember what it was supposed to be, but what was supposed to be right here, the skein that I got looked almost exactly like this Brandied Pears. Like it was supposed to be kind of like that, but with a lot of dark in it. No, it was almost identical. So that wasn't going to work. So this is actually the Valdani threads, one of those. Went through all of my browns. And dang it, if the Valdani cotton was not the one that looked the best with contrast in a different shade. So I pulled it out and I said, Emily, you can do this. Thread heavened the crap out of it. Lots of thread heaven, I didn't have any problems. So if you have Valdani threads, get you some thread heaven. Use it. Like I ran the thread through it twice. I stitched for a while. And then like halfway through the thread, I like reconditioned what was still hanging off. It worked. And actually, I think it turned out nice. I usually don't stop like mid working on something, but I stitched on this a lot on Saturday. Like did almost everything you see here. And then on Sunday, my wrist was bothering me. So I decided that I was gonna have a really light stitching day. And in fact, at one point, I just quit. And then Jim and I did a video, which you guys have already seen, and that's what I did with my Sunday. I'm sure you guys don't mind. My last start was this beast. And I finished it. Just kidding. I want you guys to pay close attention to this corner. That's where I started. And really get an idea how tiny that is in the grand scheme of this entire project. I pulled all of the colors for this. Like I knew I wanted to change some, and I pulled all the colors for it and laid them out. And I said, I want to change all of these. These are all too light. So I got out my handy dandy DMC chart and like pulled darker shades of everything. And then I was like, well, this picture makes it look like it has lots of rusts and golds in it, and it just doesn't. It doesn't. It has like one gold. No oranges, anything. So I'm going to pull some more rusts and orange and gold because I love the way that image looks, where it looks like it has a lot. It's the one that's a 1, 2, 3 stitch. I'll insert it here. I love how that one looks. So I'm going to put much more rust and gold in it. And I mean, dude, this is my nursing home project probably. So, you know, I'm actually writing on the chart. That's what I told Michelle. Because this chart is so big, it's going to be worn the heck out by the time I'm done with it. And it's kind of like a booklet. I hate making working copies, guys. I really do. I hate it. Especially when, like, I'm just going to flash this up. Like, the pages come out, they're not stapled in, but it's like, it's big. That's hard to photocopy, and we don't have paper like that, and it's just a pain. So I'm actually writing on that, like, as I go, because it's mirror imaged. So whatever I do on this side, whatever color choice I make, I'm kind of like writing it into little blocks so I can mirror image it on this side, because next year, whenever I get to it, I'm going to have forgotten what shade I chose. But anyway, check out all of this fabric wadded up in here, guys. That's a whole yard of 36 count. This is the PTP Mellow that I overdyed with Tan Rit. I like it so much more now. It's got an old feel to it. This is a grime guard that a really good friend of mine made for me some time ago, Tattooed Stitcher. He knew that I was working on a Haid, because this is the size of a Haid, on this 11 by 17, and I didn't have a grime guard for it, so he made me one and sent it to me, and it's this funky green pattern that he knew I would love. Getting a lot of use out of it, Ed, thank you. And I got sprinkled with some stitchy kindness. And I'm not even sure that she knew about this movement when she was doing this. I think that she's just a nice person. Sarah Shears sent me a package. And I knew it was coming from her because she asked for my address. So nice. Words cannot describe when I opened this up. First off, I'll show you the card. Really, really nice sentiment in here. And it says, this card features a reproduction of Cape Blomidon. Am I butchering that, Sarah? And this is where she's from, up in Nova Scotia. I've never been to Nova Scotia. I would love to go. It looks beautiful. So, actually, this is on my refrigerator right now, Sarah, but it's so pretty. I almost want to frame it. So there's that. She sent me, I haven't taken the tag off of it yet because I wanted to show it to you guys. She sent me this really awesome little bag. Buster's running by. It's all lined and awesome. I'm sure she meant for me to use this as like for stitching stuff, but I really want to like use it for other stuff and put it in my purse so I can use it more, because I really like this. It's like a rough, heavy duty material. This cool bird. I love it. But this was made in Nova Scotia. So this is also from there. But the piece de resistance, no one's ever stitched me anything before. Like, I've stitched things for people, but people have never stitched anything for me. She made me this. she found like a sketch representation of the Lizzie Borden crime scene. This is one floor of the house. There was another floor too, but this is the floor that she did. And she figured out how to do this and did it for me. Guys, I love this. Thank you, Sarah. Oh, it's so cool. So I need to run an iron over it and I need to get it framed. I want to get it on my wall. Which reminds me, I wanted to show you guys something. We're going to walk through my house real quick. Hold, please. Guys, don't judge. Crazy's DVD collection, bathroom, going up the stairs. First off, Michelle, good grief, I need to clean that. Michelle had asked me where I had put my owls. There they are, Michelle. Though I guess I should have taken a picture from the bottom. When you come up the, as I fall down the stairs, trying to go down them backwards. When you come up my stairs, they're there. So then you turn. There's our bedroom. But we have this at the top of the stairs. I've been to Salem twice in my lifetime. Once with my parents when I was like 14, and then Jim and I went a few years ago. And when Jim and I went, we bought this. It's just a print we got at a local shop, but we got it framed. So when I finish my Salem piece, it's gonna go with this. Love this. So I thought that that will stay there, and maybe that wall will become all kind of dark stitching. And then I already have a piece on this wall. That's the piece I did years ago that my dad made the frame for. But anyway, I thought you guys might like to see that. Bye. Hey guys, the last thing I promise. So you're finishing up my video, you're like, what am I gonna watch next? Go watch this Flosstuber. This is Diana. You know her as It Is Kismet Stitches on Instagram. She is a friend of mine. She lives here in Georgia. We've stitched together before. She's awesome. I'm amazed at how great her first video is, because you know we're all super nervous in her first videos. Go check her out. That is her YouTube and Instagram name. So she has 13 people subscribed right now. Guys, go give her some Flosstube love. She's great. She just uploaded this like maybe yesterday, first one. Give her some Flosstube love. All right, guys, happy stitching.